This is my 10-week update on my Project 20 pan, and if you've never seen one of these videos before, pretty much I picked 20 items about mid-October, and I gave myself until December 31st to try and finish every single one of them up. And at the 8-week update, I will try and link some of the previous updates down below, but at the last update I had finished all but 6 items, so let me show you what I finished up since that update. It's been 2 weeks. So the first item is the Revlon Photo Ready foundation in vanilla, which is 002. So pretty much all I did right here, I took a butter knife right after I finished filming that update, and I popped the cap off and I cleaned out the inside of this foundation. I put it in a separate container, and I have since finished this up. You can see my progress on here. It was pretty regular. It was pretty consistent with how I used it every day. The second item that I finished up was the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. It's just the one concealer where you twist the cap. So I've heard that you can actually take pliers and rip off this red part and remove this cap to clean out the inside if yours started putting product on the inside, but mine, it's essentially cleaned out in there, so I'm not gonna do that, but if you needed to, just use some pliers. And then the last item that I finished up is my MAC eyeshadow in rice paper. Now, this was just a kind of a creamy beige, slightly yellow shade. I put this all over my lid every single day, finally finished this up. So something that I do with my Project Pan updates is I go through and I put a price on each item, and then I add that up for the update that I'm on, and then I'll give you a grand total of how much I've finished up until this point. So for the Revlon Photo Ready foundation, this, you can pick this up at Walmart for $11.78, so I rounded this up to $12 with tax, and it's just easier when it's rounded up. So this was $12. The Maybelline concealer, this is $7.94, so with tax I just rounded this up to $8. And then the MAC eyeshadow, I purchased this in a pot and I depotted it. So there's my personal magnet on the back. You can buy MAC eyeshadows for $16. So this right here, this was $36. Now, when you add in the $36 from these guys onto what I have used up until this point, collectively, including these, it was $301.75 that I've used up so far in this Project Pan. So I will link some of my previous updates down below so you can kind of follow along if you're not familiar with what else was in my Project Pan and what else I finished up. I have 3 last items remaining. I'm really excited about this. So the first one, this is my MAC powder right here. This is the Studio Fix powder in NW18, and I just barely repressed this. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can see what this looked like before I repressed it, but as of right now, it's flat. There's not a lot of product in here, but I think as soon as I hit the pan on this, it'll go just like that. So I'm not too worried about this one. And then the next item is my MAC Fluid Line in Catch My Eye. This is my taupey gray shade, but this has some gold shimmer running through it. If you look right up here at the top, you can see that I hit the pan with my brush. I started using a brush in there instead of my finger, and I hit the pan up at the top. But I'm going to try and work on this. I'm pretty certain that this isn't going to be finished up by the end of the year, but just the fact that I've used over half of this since this started, I'm really happy about that. So even if I just make a bigger dip in the pan, that would be super awesome for me. But there's this guy, and then the last and final item is my NARS lipstick in Jungle Red. And the last time when I marked it, 2 of my lines had kind of blurred together. I actually haven't marked this yet, so we will see. I made it a point to wear this a lot over the past 2 weeks. So I will go ahead and mark this, but that is all that I have left of this lipstick, and I'm really excited about that. I really love this lipstick, but I'm not gonna repurchase this for a very long time. I have a lot of lipsticks left to go through. So anyway, that is my update. So I will see you guys in about a week and a half, I wanna say, with my final update for this, maybe 2 weeks. I'm not quite exactly sure yet. So anyway, that's all I have. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.